Tonight, you will probably sleep for 7 or 8 hours in one unbroken stretch. You will set an alarm, close your eyes, and wake up when the clock tells you to. It will feel completely normal. It will feel like the most natural thing in the world. But it isn't. Not even close. Because for most of human history, sleeping through the night was not something your ancestors did. It was not something they even tried to do. The way you sleep, this long sealed block of unconsciousness, is a modern invention. And the fact that so many people lie awake at 3 a.m., staring at the ceiling, convinced something is wrong with them, begins to make a very different kind of sense when you understand what your body was actually designed to do. Your sleep is broken, and it always has been. In 2001, historian A. Roger Ekirch published a landmark paper in the American Historical Review, followed by his book At Day's Close, Night in Times Past. He had spent 16 years combing through diaries, court records, medical texts, and literature from across pre-industrial Europe. What he found changed how scientists understood human sleep. References appeared again and again, in hundreds of documents spanning centuries, to something called first sleep and second sleep, two distinct periods of rest, separated by an hour or two of wakefulness in the middle of the night. People woke up, talked to their spouses, prayed, smoked, interpreted their dreams, visited neighbors. Then they went back to sleep for what they called second sleep. This was not insomnia. This was the schedule. Your brain did not evolve in a world with electric light. It evolved in a world where darkness arrived at sunset and stayed until dawn, sometimes for 12 hours or more. There was nothing to do in that darkness. There was no screen to scroll, no lamp to read under, no alarm forcing you up at a fixed hour. So your body found a rhythm. And that rhythm was not one long sleep. It was two. Jerome Siegel, a sleep researcher at UCLA, studied the sleep patterns of 3 pre-industrial hunter-gatherer societies: the Hadza of Tanzania, the San of Namibia, and the Siman of Bolivia. None of them had electric light. All of them lived roughly as humans lived for hundreds of thousands of years. And what he found was striking. They didn't sleep 8 hours. They slept between 6 and 7.5 hours. They went to sleep a few hours after sunset. They woke before dawn. And they rarely reported anything like chronic insomnia. The distressed middle of the night waking you might recognize? Almost entirely absent. So something changed. And what changed was light. When Thomas Edison commercialized the incandescent light bulb in 1879, he did not just give humanity a convenient way to see in the dark. He reset the human circadian rhythm. Slowly, and then all at once. Artificial light pushed bedtimes later. It compressed natural waking windows. It severed the ancient signal that your brain had relied on for millennia. Darkness equals sleep. Full darkness equals deep sleep. Returning darkness after waking equals second sleep. That signal went silent, and your nervous system was left running an ancient program on a completely different operating system. The consequences arrived quietly. They are still arriving. In 1992, psychiatrist Thomas Wehr ran an experiment. He put 8 healthy adults in conditions of enforced darkness for 14 hours a night, mimicking pre-industrial light exposure. Within 3 weeks, something unexpected happened. Every single participant shifted into a 2-phase sleep pattern. They slept for several hours, woke for 1 to 2 hours, then slept again until morning. During that wakeful middle period, blood tests showed an unusual spike in prolactin, a hormone associated with a deeply relaxed, even meditative state. Not distress, not insomnia, something closer to calm alertness, a twilight hour that the body seemed to want, and that the body seemed to enjoy. What Wehr discovered was that segmented sleep was not a quirk of the past. It was a biological default waiting just beneath the surface. press the right environmental conditions and your body goes straight back to it.